Hello, kindred spirits. I'm so glad you're here. Today I wanted to share with you a personal experience that started with the spider and ended up giving me a profound realization of something I already knew with an old dream that came up. So let me start with what happened. A few days ago, it was 5 a.m. in the morning, and I felt something crawl across my belly underneath my nightgown, and I shot up right out of bed. And I brushed it off. I didn't even know it was, I wasn't even thinking. I brushed it off, turned on the light, and there I saw, sitting in the bed, was a black spider about this big. It was huge. But I noticed that I wasn't scared, which was strange. But I am part Scottish, and the Scottish people aren't really afraid of spiders. So, and we don't kill them either. So I went and got a glass, and I covered it over in a glass, and I took it outside. I checked my bed for any more spiders, and I went back to bed. But when I got up in the morning, I started to think about it. I'm like, well, it might be a message, but I wasn't quite sure. And later on in the day, after working, I went to the pool at the community center where I go to, and sitting there for a while, I went for a swim, and there was this mother and son. They were in the pool playing together, and all of a sudden the mother goes, "Hey Josh, look at this giant spider at the bottom of the pool." And she somehow gets it up and she puts it on the cement landing next to the pool about 2 feet from me. And yes, it was a big black spider. It looked exactly like the one I found in my bed that morning. So then I said, okay, this isn't an accident. This isn't a coincidence. This is a message. That's how I interpreted it. So then I went home and I decided to do a light meditation and ask the spirit animal of spider to tell me what the message is, because I felt this was a strong message. I needed to know something. Now, I did know that spider means to create, but I wasn't sure exactly what this particular message was. So I went into my meditation, and I got a message, and I heard the spider say, "Look at the web you're weaving. Your words and intentions are manifesting in your web of creation and reality." I was like, wow, okay, that's a profound message. So I started thinking about what was I actually doing, because I've noticed that in dreams or in synchronicities, there's usually something on your mind that you're thinking about or something you're dealing with. Usually a full few days or weeks, whatever. And if it's more serious, or a year or so, you'll get a message, like, because you're sending out information into the field, and the field responds back to you with synchronicities. So I really thought about it, and I realized that I started thinking about that I want to create my own ecosystem and my own cosmology. And the reason for this is I had for decades studied many things, many spiritual pathways, healing modalities, you name it. I did everything in the New Age movement. I checked out religion. I did so much. And I'm really an information junkie. I have file cabinets filled with information on all the things I've studied. I mean, it's insane. But I've tried to purge some of it, but I still hold on to it. But the problem is, because I've had so many things I've studied, I kind of felt lost. Like, what do I really believe right now? So I decided that I'm going to create my own cosmology. I'm going to create my own ecosystem. And basically what that is I'm basing it on principles like peace and love and joy and freedom, stability, security. And also, I want to be able to have feelings, experience feelings of value and respect and love and trust and things like that. basically that's it. And it basically is that I'm the authority over my own consciousness, and that it's not like I don't see things happening, war and disease and all these terrible things we go through. It's just I don't grant the authority over my consciousness. Okay? So I believe that there's other ways and means of dealing with these negative experiences. And I'll talk about that much later in other videos when I go into deep dives on what I'm doing. So basically, I was sitting there realizing that Spider was giving me this message because I was really intent on creating this new cosmology. And it was giving me the message like, we hear you, this is great, keep going. Because if I see things 2 times, like I dream about something or I see something happen, like with the spider in the same day twice, like the mother says to the son, you know, oh, look at this big spider, and puts it near me, that's when I notice I should do something about it. I need to pay attention because it feels like I'm in an alternate reality or a waking dream. And that's kind of my clue. That's just me personally, how I understand or pay attention to certain messages and what they mean. So what I did after that is I thanked Spider for what the message was. And then I recalled a dream I had. It was at least good 10, 20 years ago, I think. But in the dream, I was in a bedroom at a vacation home, and I heard all this racket underneath the bed. So I pulled the bed out and I looked, and there was this giant spider. It must have been about this big. It was like, you know, three times the size of a tarantula. And it spun this web that was about 10 feet. And I'm staring at it. It looked like this really cool web. It had stars and swirling lights in it. And then I realized it was a portal. And I started thinking about food. And then I saw this cheeseburger, French fries, and chocolate shake floating in the portal. And then I realized, like, oh, I just created that. And then I woke up. And I am a foodie. I love cooking and eating food. So this whole message from Spider was just kind of just a remembrance to remember that I'm creating, to not forget that you are a creator of your life, and Spider was reminding me of that. So if you've ever had this kind of experience, please make a comment below. Let me know. I'd love to hear about it. These things make me so happy. It makes me feel like that's the real world I'm in, you know, connecting to spirit. And also, I'd like to let you know, if you'd like to work with me, I do offer personal tarot readings. I will put them in the link below in the description box. And if you enjoyed today's video, I'd love to have you join this community by subscribing, or you can leave me a thumbs up. Until next time, keep paying attention to all the signs.